Hey guys, it's Brooke. So today I'm going to be doing an advice video, and it's kind of a last minute thing because I was out of town all last week, so I didn't really have time to film. So it's Tuesday right now and I post on Tuesdays, so hopefully this will be up today, but it might be up tomorrow, so sorry about that. And then also I have tumbling class in like half an hour. That's why I look kind of not put together, and that's why I'm wearing a tank top, and I never wear tank tops to film because I have really broad shoulders. But anyways, this is an advice video about switching gyms. I've switched gyms before and I know it's like a kind of hard decision. Also, another side note, of course I'm rambling, but another side note is it's kind of a weird time to post this video, and I understand that because it's like a lot of people just had tryouts, but maybe you haven't had tryouts yet, or maybe you just want to have these things like in the back of your head this season because you think, oh, maybe I want to switch gyms, or you can just watch it before tryouts next season or something like that. But regardless, I just hope this is helpful and interesting for you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, I literally have 20 minutes to film this, so... Okay, so like I said, switching gyms is kind of a big decision in the cheer world because whatever gym you're at, you probably have made some really good friends or have a really good relationship with a coach or a teammate or something like that. And my camera's dying. This is such a rough video. In my opinion, if you want to switch gyms, it should be for a good reason. And there are good reasons and bad reasons for wanting to switch gyms. This is all my opinion. You can disagree with me and that's fine. But basically, I think like a good reason would be like you're moving to a different city, or your gym doesn't have a team for you, like you're a boy and there's no co-ed teams, you're like 17 and there's no senior teams, or you're like a level 5 athlete and the gym only goes to like level 3 or something like that. Another good reason for leaving a gym is not feeling comfortable at the gym you're at, meaning like you dread going to practice just because you don't like the environment, or you just don't like the coaching style, it doesn't make you comfortable, or it's just too stressful. I said this in my tips for new cheerleaders video, but like different gyms are better fits for different people. So maybe you're at a gym and it's not necessarily a bad gym, but like the environment just does not make you comfortable. But in my opinion, if you don't feel happy, safe, or comfortable at that gym, it might be a red flag that it's time to move on to a different gym. Another good reason for switching gyms would be that you just don't feel challenged. And what I mean by this is, like I said, maybe there's not a level that's like hard enough for you, or maybe you are at a level that's appropriate for you, but just the coaching or the choreography just isn't really hard enough for your level. Like I know there are situations where like you're on a level 3 team, but when it comes to stunting and tumbling, your coaches have you do like the bare minimum, so your competitions aren't really successful and you don't really score high, and it's just like you're not being challenged enough. So those are just a few things that I think are good reasons to switch gyms. I probably missed a few, and if you don't agree with me, again, that's totally fine. I think not so good reasons for switching gyms would basically be that you didn't get a spot that you wanted. This could be that you wanted to be a flyer and you're a base, you wanted to be on level 5, you made level 4, you wanted to be on co-ed and you made all girl. The list goes on, but basically in most cases, I think that you try out for a program, not a level. Of course there are exceptions, like if you just really feel like it's not fair, I would kind of try to see it through the coach's eyes and maybe like talk to the coach about it before deciding that you don't want to be at that gym anymore. So for example, this year I tried out for level 4 and I made level 3. I was on level 4 last year, so if I didn't have the right mindset, I could have been like, this isn't fair, like I tried out for level 4 last year and made it, why wouldn't I make it this year? I'm just as good. But if I step back and look at it from my coach's standpoint, I see I made level 4 last year for back spotting purposes. This year they just didn't really need any back spots, and the level 3 team did. So they put me on level 3, and I'm a level 3 tumbler, honestly. So if you just step back and kind of look at it from your coach's viewpoint, that will probably help a lot. I think switching gyms for a certain stunting position is just kind of not smart, honestly. I would just hope that like your program and your gym would be more important to you than your stunting position, you know? But that's my opinion. Again, like if you don't think that, that's totally fine. And then last thing about deciding to switch gyms is you should definitely ask yourself, is it worth it? Like, will I regret switching gyms? So if you're at a gym that's maybe too easy for you, but you really, really love the people there, and like your desire to stay at the gym and you're not wanting to miss people is like stronger than your desire for like a new experience or a new challenge, then stay at that gym. Like if you're gonna regret leaving, then definitely stay. But if you're just like ready for a new experience, then I would probably switch. Okay, now moving on to a little bit of advice once you've decided you want to switch gyms, if you do decide that. And one is, if it's still during the season of competition, definitely like still give that program 100%. Again, there are exceptions to this for sure, like if your gym's just treating you horribly, or there's like someone on your team that's bullying you, or just like a personal circumstance going on, that's a different story. So don't just be like, oh, I'm moving next year, so it doesn't really matter what this team does. Like, I'll be at a really good gym next year and y'all won't matter. Like, don't do that, because that's just really not fair to your teammates, and they probably really won't appreciate that. But at the same time, don't lie about switching gyms. I know a lot of people have done this. If someone asks like, hey, are you coming back next year? Don't be like, oh yeah, totally, and then like move gyms, because your friends will probably get mad at you for lying to them. So just don't gloat about it, but don't lie about it. Just kind of find like the middle. Like, I switched gyms, and when people asked me if I was coming back, I was like, probably not, and just left it at that. Or if people ask me further questions, I'd just be like, I just don't think they're gonna have a team for me next year, and they ended up not. So yeah, just don't make it like a huge deal. Don't turn it into a drama or anything like that. And something that I know a lot of people like come across when they switch gyms is their teammates or coaches being mad at them, and that kind of sucks. And there's not always something you can do about that, because that's like their problem, not yours. But just don't lie about it, don't gloat about it, and don't make it into drama at all. And hopefully your teammates or friends will just like respect the fact that you're moving gyms and will want you to be happy. And if they don't, they honestly just weren't really your true friends. And hopefully they'll just be happy for you. If not, just like talk to them and try to explain to them your point of view. The gym I was at 2 years ago, we had a lot of people move gyms, and it just like happens, and I honestly think it's still fun. Like, I get to see friends at competitions, and we get to like take pictures, and it's really fun. But this year at Summit, like 2017 Summit, I'll insert a picture, but me and my friend Lauren, who was also at this old gym with, we called our old coach to tell her that we had 0 at Summit, and she was like so proud of us, and it was one of my favorite memories in cheer ever. Something else to remember is switching gyms is not wrong. It's not a bad thing to do. You're not a gym hopper. I don't think switching gyms, even if you switch gyms 5 times, I don't think that's being a gym hopper unless you're just switching for really dumb reasons. So just make sure you know that switching gyms is not a bad thing. You should not feel shameful for doing it. It's just not a bad thing. It's just something that happens with growing as a cheerleader or even as a person. Okay, so that is all my advice on this topic. I hope this video really helped you guys. Please leave video requests down below. I don't really know what kind of videos to film like during the summer. Definitely having trouble with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye!